Hello friends, welcome to our YouTube channel. This is code 369 and our motto is to learn by doing. We will be having sample projects and we will be learning how to do that. And today's topic is CSS, linear and radial gradient. And this is full stack development course. Today's class is 43. From next slide you will learn how to learn. You can pass this slide and you can read this. The main message from this slide is that you have to ask questions always. Okay, whenever you see something which you don't know, you have to ask questions until you get cleared. That's it. Learning is an active process. We learn by doing. Okay, the message which is conveyed here is that you will be learning only by doing. So only if you apply what you learn, it will stick in your mind, otherwise it will not. So the message here is that you have to always apply what you learn. If you want to master something, teach it. Anything it can be, but if you have to master something, you have to teach it. That's it. So you can be asking to whom I can teach. You can teach it to anyone. You can teach it to yourself also. Just ask questions to yourself and try to explain it to yourself. That is also a teaching. Prerequisites for this video is install the VS Code editor first of all and its extensions, create a folder for VS Code and create a HTML file. To do all these things I have given links in the description box. Okay, this is what our sample project is and it looks nice, right? And what we are going to learn today is linear gradient and radial gradient, how to use them. Gradient is nothing but you can see at the top the yellow is very thick, but when it is going to bottom the color is changed like white. Okay, so how to do that? Here also you can see the green is in the very center of this box, but after that white has come and after that orange has come and at the end yellow has come. So how to do that? That is what we are going to learn now. So first of all, let us copy this heading and go to our VS Code editor. I have created a new file with .html extension and that is important. And here you can see language mode as HTML, that is also very important. Now we are going to construct the base structure of HTML by typing HTML:5 and press enter. If you do not know what is base structure, you can see the video in my description box. Just delete this and just delete this also. This also is not important. And by default the title for the web page is given as document and you can change that. I am going to give my web page title as project 4k1, the same name as my file name, but you can give any title for your web page. And I am going to copy the heading here. I am going to use h3 for inserting the heading and I am going to copy the heading name. Okay, insert a box and use linear gradient for background. So now what we are going to do is we have to create a box and in the top it will be yellow and in the bottom it will become white. Like that we have to do. Let me do first and I will explain you. Okay. So what I have done here is I have created a development. So why I have created development? In order to create a box. So whenever you have to create a box, you have to use development. Okay. And inside this development open tag, I have created a class. So why do I have created class here? Just to represent this development. Okay. Let me tell you by typing itself. Okay. Here I have created a development. In order to create a box, I am going to give class name here. For example, linear gradient. But you can give any class name. So why I have created a class here? Just to represent this development. So where we will be representing here in the style element. So what is the use of style element? Style element is the place where we will be creating all the styles. Okay. So how to represent this development using class name? Okay, using dot and you have to insert the class name linear gradient and you have to give open and close curly braces. So next thing what we are going to do is we are going to create a box. How to create a box? You have to give height and also width. Let me give height as 200 pixel and width as 100%. 100% in the sense the width will be covering the whole page. That's it. Give semicolon. Now press Ctrl S and usually what we will be doing for border is for boxes we will be creating border. Okay, but here we don't need any border at all because this image, this color itself will become a border. So you don't have to give border. Now press Ctrl S and go to your file and open it in the browser. Okay, double click project 4K1. And now you don't see any box because you don't have created any border. But what if I create a border? You can create border, that is not a problem. Okay, create border colon 5 pixel as border width and border color as yellow and border style as dashed. Like that you can give. Press Ctrl S and go back, reload. Now you can see a box here. Okay, now you can see a box here with 100% width. So how to give linear gradient for this box, that is what we are going to learn now. In order to give linear gradient, what we have to do is we have to give as background image. Okay, so why are we giving as background image? Because this looks like a background image. Okay, this looks like a background image, so we are giving as background image. So background image and we have to give it as linear gradient and we have to give direction. For example, here the color changes from top to bottom, so we have to give direction as to bottom and give comma, and from which color to which color it has to be changing, from red to orange we can say, and give semicolon at the end. Now press Alt Z for text wrapping. Now it is clearly visible. And what is the thing which is missing here? You should not add semicolon here, I think so. Yes. Press Ctrl S and go back to your web page and press Ctrl R. Now you can see the linear gradient with border. Okay. Even if you delete the border, it will not do anything. Just delete the border and it is not going to do anything. Press Ctrl S and go back, reload. Now the border has gone. It looks like the same here. Okay, the color changes from red to orange from top to bottom. This is called linear gradient. Then how to use radial gradient? Just copy this heading and you're going. Now create the heading using h3 element. Now what you're going to do next is, just like we done for the previous box, we are going to create the similar box for here also. Okay, similar box here also, just changing this class name from linear gradient to radial gradient. and you are going to mention, you are going to represent this element here using the class name with dot radial gradient. And next thing which you are going to do is the similar properties like this for a box, the same height of the box and the same width for a box you are going to do. Okay, so copy this and going to paste here, and you are going to give background image, okay, for inserting the radial gradient, but we are going to change this as radial gradient here. Okay, press enter. Now you can see here I have asked a question: should not we give direction to radial gradient? Shouldn't we give direction to radial gradient? Because here for linear gradient we gave direction from top to bottom. And can we give direction to radial gradient? No. Okay. No, because it is default radial in direction. Okay, by default itself it is radial in direction. It will be circle. Okay, it will be circle in nature from inside to outside. So you do not give direction. So go here and give the colors. Color itself is enough because we are not giving direction. Give color as yellow, comma, orange, comma, green, comma, purple. Like that you can give any number of colors. Okay. Then press Ctrl S and go back and reload. Now you can see multiple colors here because I have given a lot of colors: yellow, orange, green, purple, like that. Okay, like this you have got the result here also. This is what called as radial gradient. Then what next? Just leave this because already we saw this explanation. The next thing is insert two boxes. Okay, we have inserted two boxes here. Insert same background images. A bird is there in the two boxes. Okay, the same background image. And add gradient in one box and don't add gradient in another box. See what's the difference. Here in the first box we have added gradient like mild grayish color to black. Okay, it changes from left to right. Mild gray color to black. Okay, from left to right there is linear gradient done here, but in the second box we have not done anything. We have not done any gradient at all. Okay, that's it. So how to do this? Go to your VS Code and create a box and copy this headings using h3 element. I am going to give heading. Then what next? Create two boxes, div, and press Alt Shift down arrow for two boxes. And for the first box I am going to give class name as image with gradient. Okay, and in the second box I am going to give class name as image without gradient. Image without gradient. Okay, so I am going to represent these two developments here using the class names dot image with gradient and here dot image without gradient. Okay, and use open and close curly braces, and here also do the same. Now you are going to insert the styles. Okay, first of all you have to create a box like this. Like this you are going to create box and you are going to insert the images. How to do that? Create a box, you have to give height. I am going to give 200 pixel, and you have to give width, that also same like 200 pixel. And next what we are going to do is we are going to insert the background image. Background image. Okay, how to insert the background image? You have to give URL. Okay, URL, and inside URL what you have to do, you have to give the file name of the background image, and that too the image file that you are going to insert should be saved inside the VS Code folder. Okay, the folder which you have created for the VS Code, and you are going to insert the file name here. So what is the file name? My file name is bird.jpg. With the extension you have to give. That is also important. Bird.jpg. So copy all the same things here also, because we are going to have the same things here also. So copy this and paste here and press Ctrl S and go to your web page and see what is the result. Press Ctrl R. Now you can see both images here, okay, using background images. We have created two images here with the box. So how to insert gradient like this for the first box? How to do it means, go here. So how to give linear gradient, for example, from light gray to fully black. Okay, how to do that? Here what you have to do is, here you can see background image linear gradient. Okay, we will be inserting the linear gradient in the background image option only. Okay, so here also we have to do the same thing. And after this background image, just give comma. Okay, give comma and you have to give linear gradient, and inside this you are going to give direction, like here what we have done. Okay, first direction and then from which color to which color, like that we have to give. So first of all give the direction, for example to right, and then comma, and you have to give the color. Okay, I am going to use RGBA option. RGBA is nothing but red, green, blue, and A is nothing but blur. Okay, red, green, blue, and give comma, red, green, blue, A. Okay, RGBA. So what is the color which we are going to give? From gray to black. Okay, so obviously this color is going to be black, but we are going to change the blurriness of the black. Okay, so give open and close curly brace here, so open and close brackets here. In order to get black color, what are the values we should give for red, green, blue? Just 0. So give 0, 0, 0. It has become black now. Okay, so if you give red 0, green 0, blue 0, it will become black, and A is nothing but blurriness. Okay, I am going to give 0.3 as the blur. Okay, now you can see it has changed to gray. Now if I give 1, it will become fully black. Okay, but if I give 0.1, it will become gray. And you can see that 0.1 is nothing but the black will be visible only 10%. Okay, the black will be visible only 10%. That's it. The remaining color will become blur. That's it. So here I am going to give fully black or 80% black. How to do that? Give 0, 0, 0, and here it should be comma, sorry, and now you can see black, but I am going to give only 80% black. So how to do that? 0.8. 0.8 is nothing but 80%. Okay, now press Ctrl S and go back and reload. It is not coming. Why? Let us see what is the mistake. And let us make this image coming after the linear gradient. Okay, just cut this and delete this comma. After this linear gradient we are going to insert our image. Okay, give comma and insert the image here. Press Ctrl S and go here and reload. Now you can see the image. Okay, This is what we expected. Like this we expected. But only change is that you can see the linear gradient here and here. Okay, there is some change. We can give percent also. Okay, let us see how it works. Here for the first color I am going to give 25%, and for the second color I am going to give 75%. How it works, let us see. Press Ctrl S and go back and reload. Oh my god, it is not working. Oh, another mistake. What is that? Here I have inserted 25%, but I have inserted here 75% after the bracket. Okay, just cut this and inside this bracket inserted. Press Ctrl S and go back and reload. Now you can see how it changes. Okay, from 25% to 75%, the linear gradient is applied. So give from 0 to 100%. How it works? 0 to 100. Press Ctrl S and go back, reload. Now you can see this is looking good. Okay. And one more thing which we can add here is we can give color. Okay, see, we can give cover. Okay, you don't need cover at all because this is not necessary here. It should be we should be seeing that in the background images video. Already we have done that video. So here you can see the bird is going to the edge of the image. Okay, so we can change it by increasing the width. Let's say here I'm going to give 250 pixel height width, and here also 250 width height and width. So Ctrl S and go back and reload. Now it is looking good. Okay, it is looking in the center. So that's it, my friends. Our project is over today, and let us complete the class. Thank you for watching my videos and supporting me. Always please remember to subscribe my YouTube channel, and let us see in upcoming videos. Thank you.